this is Norris, and he's 13 and a half foot, nearly, Burmese python within Sssssurbiton and reptiles. He's been with us for since December, and it's now February. We got him from a gentleman who
went travelling,
and unfortunately he can't leave a snake this big unattended for a year, or it will become vicious, unfortunately, and as you can imagine, we don't want to take that chance. He's been such a good addition to this shop. He's so friendly. He's got the most outgoing character that I know in most reptiles. People are very intimidated by his size, but I think that's what makes Norris Norris. Yeah, he is. He's a big pussycat, completely. And we're going to miss him so much.
Too much. Every morning, come in, turn on the lights, don't open the door because he's knocking on his like little vivarium going, come and say hello,
come and see me, come and see me.
So we do.
He's so friendly. Unfortunately, because of his size, it's taken us a while to get him a good home. I think if he was any smaller, then people could accommodate him easier. He would have been gone months ago, a week once we got him in. He's used to playing around with kids on the floor. The past owner had a 3-year-old niece that would play with him. He's just one of the best big snakes that you can ever think of.
Say hello. It's all about you.
And what about when he's out of his cage? You were saying he causes quite
you must make sure that there's nothing that is breakable
around the place. Norris sometimes gets out of his bib without us even knowing, which was nice of him once, and he knocks
took a little wonder.
all the products off the shelf, and then he waits at the mailbox, the post box, for the mailman to come, which we think's funny.
So how much damage has he caused?
I only ever smashed one thing, but that was because it was on a high shelf and he knocked it off as he just wanted a coil up at the top.
But, he climbed it?
Yeah.
It does look like we've been broken into if you ever come in, and he's been wandering around for a little bit. Unfortunately with the glass front we can't let him wander around as much, because you scare people, don't you?
Usually only ever do it when the shop's closed anyway, because we do get those people who are absolutely terrified.
Yeah.
Obviously.
We don't want to give them that.
I'm surprised that's not me actually. I'm shocking myself.
Obviously with a snake of this size he needs special requirements, but also needs to be treated with a bit. He's a big softie really, but you have to treat him like a big softie. He can be a bit temperamental around his shedding, but that's the only time I've ever seen him. A bit jumpy, never struck, never bitten a human in his whole life, and he's 3.5.
Lovely.
And you've still got a bit of growing to do, haven't you?
How big will he get?
He can get up to 27 foot, but that's not, he won't because he's a male. Only the females get to that. But he has got about, I'd say 4 or 5 more foot to grow on top of him. And as you can probably see by our screaming faces, because I've got most of his weight, he weighs quite a lot.
That's
about
7
stone.
Yeah, that's a fair bit, isn't it?
There we go.
There we go, big boy.